So Hare Krishna, welcome to today's class. So we will be having a story on Path Seven Mataji, and we'll start with the prayers and then do the briefing. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Guru Vedama Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagrada Gunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Samanalita Shri Vishakanitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishapanu Sute Devi Karnamami Hari Priye वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So, this story is about a saint named Padasivana Mataji from Baku, Azerbaijan. So this is Caucasus, former part of USSR, and this story is narrated by A.C. Bhagavatamrita Keshav Swami Maharaj from Baranul, Russia, on December 18, 2016. So this is a wonderful story. Let's see how it goes. So, once upon a time, when somebody distributed Bhagavad Gita of Srila Prabhupada to a Mataji, and she read the book, and then the knowledge of the book, she liked it very much, and she accepted it with her heart. And then she was finding that is there any ISKCON temple nearby? So she found one temple, and then came to meet devotees. So when she went first time for devotee, the devotee of the guest in charge came to meet her, and there were other few guests also. So he brought them in, and then what happened is other guests also coming. So this probably told that just a minute, I will come back. And when he came back, he saw that the woman had started preaching that Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavad Krishna says this, Krishna says this, and it was so amazing that this person also was listening, and he was also engaging listening, and she was so sincere in preaching that he liked it so much. And then she started coming to programs, participating in kirtans, and she especially liked the deities. And after some time, her kids were grown up and got married, and now she was thinking that now there is no point in living alone in the city, so let me now shift to the temple. So one day, she came to temple and said to the authorities that I will sell my apartment and donate everything to the every money to the temple. And what you I need in that I want a room. So you can do with the money whatever you want, but I want to live here, serve, chant, and sing. So she said that I just want a small room. So devotees had discussion and they finally agreed, and they built a small extension to the temple. And this is Baku right at the entrance. So it has large windows. And then she moved in the temple, started growing tulsi, and she was very positive and never criticized anybody and never participated in politics. And she also treated the deities and Krishna with great love. And then when Maharaj came, she showed around everyone showed around the temple, and they saw that there's one grandma here, very special. So, and now she was also initiated by Rohin Sutra Prabhu, and now her name was Pada Sevanam. So people had different opinions about her. Somebody was saying that she's Sarja. That means she talked with the deities like as if we communicate with each other. So she was talking with the deities. And sometimes she would say, Krishna told me. So like this, it was going on. So next morning, what happened is she came and she was respectful and bring bread and brought one apple and gave to Ma and told me that Gopal has told me to pass it to you. So Ma said, okay, thank you. Please tell my thanks to Gopal. So Gopal was a blue colored doll, little child Krishna, which she had bought, and she took care of her. In that, like we have now our children, like we have like dolls of Radha Krishna or Krishna Balan. Like it, she had some dolls, and she was taking great care of her. So once what she did is she brought one radio controlled by car, put Krishna into it, and she was driving it around in the temple yard. And somebody asked, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Oh, I am taking to her to see the temple. And little kids like it, so they like to play with cars. So look how joyful he is." So she started like this, and then others thought that okay, she may talk because she had some sentiment, there was mixed feeling. And they thought that she talks to Krishna. Why can't she talk to him? She always chanted the holy names very seriously. And whenever she had spare time, then she would sit down and chant very thoughtfully. She always read books of Srila Prabhupada with great interest, and she was always engaged in service and participate in all devotees gatherings. And whenever somebody would give a lecture, she would attentively and respectfully listen. So everywhere she was very serious. So once when Maharaj came to Baku temple and she assured and said that I would like to take your blessings. So Maharaj said, for what? What she want blessings for? And then the Mata said that I had watched a movie called Pilgrimage to Ahobilam. So Ahobilam is a famous temple of Lord Narsimdev, and one of the disciples of Indraduma Maharaj had did one movie on that how you go to Ahobilam and see the temple. So this temple is situated deep in the temple and tigers live around, and one has to be really determined to go there. So Indra Maharaj was telling that there are signs that be aware of tigers and there's temple of Hiranyakashipu and still the pieces of column which Narsimha appeared from. And there's a cave in which there is self-manifested deity of Lord Narsimhadev. And the video Dhruv Maharaj Prabhu was saying that entering the ancient valley you have to go to a cave and the deity name is Veera Narsimha. So Veera means victor and this deity was located in the top of mountain. So once upon a time what happened is there was a demonic king and he had planned that I will perform austerities and worship Brahma. And whenever Brahma comes, I would steal the Vedas from him. And then what we'll do, we'll construct civilization in our own demonic way. So this was his mind. Then he worshipped Brahmaji. And when Brahmaji came, so he actually stole the Vedas from Brahma's mind. And because of his mystic powers. And Brahmaji started praying to Narsimdev. And Narsimdev personally appeared there and tore the demon apart and returned the Vedas. So Brahma was very thankful to Lord Narsimdev and he performed the worship of Lord Narsimdev and asked that please stay in your this merciful form of Veer Narsimha so that we could always worship you and remember about your heroic deed. The Lord was pleased with the prayer and appeared in the form of a deity. And then the movie showed that how the water is up to the chest and the cave you have to go, there are bats up hanging around the head. And if you, it is full of dark, it's dark and it's all unclear. And when you go inside, then suddenly you hear some ring bells and all, see the light of oil lamps in the cave. And the priest is then doing deity worship. So this is how she saw. And when she saw this movie, she thought, oh, Krishna, my Krishna is suffering. He's not getting food, he's not getting shelter, and Pujari also comes once a week. So I should do something. And she thought, how can I help Lord Narsimdev? How can I help him? So while she was thinking like this, then Gopal told him to go and serve Narsimdev. Now, her age was 74 years at this point of time. And she has never gone to India. And what about India? Never to Nautan and Sampaji has never gone to it. And she says that I want to go. Then the Maharaj argued that, oh, we cannot go. You don't know language, you don't have tickets. And South India, the Brahmins don't allow Matais to go. It's a violation of tradition. And Srila Prabhupada allowed men and women, but this is not the case. So like this, Maharaj argued, but then she said, no, I want to go. And then Maharaj said, okay, uh, you can go and worship Radha Krishna, Lord Chaitanya. You can go in Vrindavan, Mayapur, and whatever you want to do in our temples so that you are protected and you are there. And we also don't know, you don't have money and anything. How will you live there? And nobody knows there, and you will not be allowed. And then last Maharaj said, okay, ask Gopalji. Then Maharaj said, okay, I will ask Gopalji. And next day she comes and tell that I asked Gopalji, and he has told, go to Nasima anyway. So then what happened is the Maharaj went away, and then things happened. And she was asking everybody, where is this temple of Nasima? Because she has never went to India. She's in Russia. And somebody told, go to Ganeshwar Prabhu. And Ganeshwar Prabhu can help you in seeing this. So she contacted Ganeshwar Prabhu and asked the devotees that please watch this movie. So Ganeshwar Prabhu watched this movie, and he also could not find out where the actual place was. And but one day Ganeshwar Prabhu was in the Krishna Balaram temple of Vrindavan. And that time what happened is he saw the Dhruv Maharaj who actually had shot the movie, Dhruv Maharaj Prabhu. So he told him that can you please come to our home for some prasadam. So he came, and then after talking to him after some time, taking prasadam all, then what happened is this Ganeshwar Prabhu showed him the movie and then asked him, where is this temple? And Dhruv Maharaj told that, okay, you have to fly to Hyderabad, and from there go to village named Vedagiri. There lives a main priest, and this mountain is located 5 kilometers from the village. And one needs to know the pathway of the village, and the priest goes once in a week. And if somebody wants to have a darshan, they have to come on the evening of the day when this Pujari goes on that day only, and go with him there so that you are well protected. And then Ganeshwar Prabhu did exactly that. He went to Hyderabad, went to Vedagiri, and went to the priest home. And then from there, they went to the mountain. They saw jungle, herds, wild monkeys, snakes, and everything. And they went inside. They saw how the bats are hanging upside the head, and water is still the chest of human chest. And finally, they got darshan. And he realized how it is unrealistic to live here, very dangerous. So Ganeshwar Prabhu came back to Vrindavan, and then he called Parth-Sivanand Mataji and told, I went there. It's impossible to live there. Just stay with the devotees like a normal life and live a normal life. Krishna will take care. But then Mataji told, I have brought the tickets, and 2 weeks I am coming to India. And then Ganeshwar thought, what should I do? So 74-year-old woman, and how can I keep in jungle and living there? So then he was like, what to do? So she was thinking, no water, no electricity, no food, absolutely nothing, only wild animals, nothing ever. So what should I do? Then he thought, okay, let her come. I will take her to Vrindavan, see the deities of Radha and Krishna, and like this we'll do so many things. So she forgets that her plan. And then what happens? She comes at the airport, and she has like dozens of deities, and several people, Radha Krishna, Gopal Ji, Govardhan Shila, Shaligram Shila, pictures and everything. And that is what she brought in suitcase, nothing for herself ending. And then Dhruv Maharaj meets him and tells that taxi is waiting. Let us go to Vrindavan. And then after a few days, we'll go to Ahobilam. And Mataji got very tense. And she said, I need to go to Nasidev immediately. He is suffering there and nobody is serving him. And I cannot go to Vrindavan and enjoy myself there. And then Ganeshwar said, okay, but you've never been to Vrindavan. It's only a few kilometers. Just go and come out. That's all. And she said, no. If you want to come with me or tell me how to go there, I will go myself only. Now, Ganesh Prabhu was in a dilemma because he thought what to do. I cannot leave her also and I'll go. Then they bought her tickets and then they went to Hyderabad. From there, went to Vedgiri. And Vedgiri, what happened is he went to the priest. Now, priest did not know the language, and Mataji also did not know the language. So, priest would tell his son, who is 34 years old, 30 years old. Priest was around 70 years old. He will tell to his son, who is 30 years old, and this son would tell to Ganesha Prabhu, and Ganesha Prabhu will tell to Mataji. So this is how they communicated, and this is how they translated. So then they went, and the priest heard what the Mataji had to say, and he said, "What Narsimdev? Do you understand what you are saying? I don't live there. No adult man can live there. It's dangerous. No facilities, no water, no food, no electricity. And you don't know what you're talking about. I cannot provide you any protection. And as a main priest, I can't let you worship there. So I cannot give you protection, and I cannot let you worship there also." And Parth and Mataji became very serious and told the priest with the looking eye, said, "If Krishna wants to kill someone, who will be able to protect that person? And if Krishna wants to save someone, who can kill that person? And whatever it may be placed in any place in the universe, even in your own house, there will time you will die. So nobody can live forever. So what is the harm?" And she said with such a faith and determination, the priest had tears in her eyes and said, "Okay, let's go." Because he had no other arguments now. Then they went, and he told her, "I'll try to give maximum protection." So now Ganeshwar Prabhu in the front, and he's taking all the luggage of Parth and Mataji to a jungle. So they left in the morning, carried the luggage to the mountain. So, and Ganeshwar thought, let us go to a mountain, and seeing the place only, she decided that let us go back. So they reached the top, and Parth and Mataji was saying, "Wonderful, wonderful. This is a room for my deities." So room means there were some stones, some just stones lying outside. And she was saying, and there was a front of enter the temple, so that I will install my deities here. And here I will set up a tent and begin living. So she started living, and she said, "Excellent facilities, excellent. Everything is beautiful. Go home, and I will stay and worship us in the year only." Now Ganeshwar Prabhu and priest were totally shocked. They did not know what to speak. They're totally speechless, totally shocked. And they said, "Let us leave her Mata this year. Anyways, she's old, and what can we do? She's not listening to us also. So let us leave her." So the priest was so amazed. So when he was going back to the village, she started speaking about this grandma as if she's more big priest or something. And next day, what happens is people started climbing up the mountain and wanted to see this Mataji. That who is this saint? She has come from Abhazaidan. And somebody would bring some water, somebody would bring some clothes, somebody would say that, "Okay, let us go and protect her." So gradually, people started coming there. Somebody then started, "Let us take bamboo, let us make a tent, and we will make a hut for her." So all the women started joining. She started cleaning the place, bringing water, doing other things. So and villagers received her as a saint. They started worshipping her, and she didn't have any proud. And people started paying obeisances. She blessed them. "Okay, come here." And is it like she's doing everything? So people were inviting her for weddings, new houses, newborn baby, or any person is dying. So they would call her, and she would go everywhere, give her blessings everywhere. No pride, nothing. And all were running like priests, brahmanas, everywhere were running around it. And when she would come to Shiva temple, they would give him some flowers to offer. She would do Abhishek as great sadhus do. And people fell in great love with her for a simple and cordial love to Krishna. Mind you, she did not knew any local language. She did not know English also, but she was preaching. She only knew Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Bhagwan Sri Krishna. And whatever she would speak, it would be half in Azerbaijan and half in Russia. And nobody could understand what she was speaking. But whatever she was speaking from her heart. That only people knew. People knew that she's a saint, she's a good lady, that's all. Nothing more they knew. And then what happened is the news started spreading everywhere. And then what happened? People started coming. And now so many people have started coming. So now the priest had to come now every day because so many people are coming to see the temple now because before the world is coming. Now priests started coming to temple every day. And then the worship of Narsim started to resume on daily basis. And then what happened is this news then spread among journalists and it came in newspaper of that region. And then somebody wrote an article about it. So, and they came there and it went into media like anything. So it was reprinted in all the around the world. And then it was published in Azerbaijan and Turkey as well. So people started coming there from everywhere just to see who is the woman, who is the deity, because they were amazed. And then the news spread to the mayor of the state. So the mayor of the state, Andhra Pradesh, he read the article. Oh, this happens here in our state. Then he told, we have to see the woman. So he told the wife, we have to go and see this woman. And then, you know, when mayor comes, he has all these vehicles and lights and vehicles, everything. So he came with all these things, then climbed up to mountain and to see Parsivanam. And he was seeing everything happening around her. All people are dancing, doing something, and she was in ecstasy, worshiping the deities. So, the mayor said, he said, we ourselves we call ourselves devotees of Krishna, but who we are actually? Look, what is the condition of temple and compare with our houses? We went with facilities for ourselves, but not for Krishna. We left him here and worship only once in a week. This is all to begin with me. So he addresses people, I take responsibility. He said, I will connect money to make facilities, build a road, bring electricity, bring water, ensure that there is access to temple and dignified temple in order to ensure proper worship of our Nasindev. So that day he took a vow that I will do whatever is needed, but I will build the temple. So he started with foundation, built the road, then started building parking with marble steps and tourist groups, and he built a Hanuman temple. And then for Parth and Mataji, they built a brick house and everything. And this way it started. And now the whole devotees started going everywhere. And then it went on Facebook and something, it happened everywhere. And then some of the devotees who heard, they had stopped chanting, they started chanting again. They had so much Mataji can do. Who does not know how to speak, who no facility, like we say, na, if they want to go to preaching or something, we need at least need some prasadam, we need some help of devotees, somebody for kartal, somebody for giving class. We need so many, some hall should be there, some manager should be there for coming for the program and so many things, even if in local language. But here, Mataji had nothing, no food, no water, electricity. Age is also against her, like 75, 70, so you can understand what is the age. And not even knowing local language, nothing, and he started. And this way, in 2016, once what happened is on the day of Dwadashi, so devotees had this particular method that they will go to the Mataji first and then go to the deities. So on that day, so many devotees came and they would see Parsivanam, get his blessings and all. And then they would go to see deities. So Parsivanam used a plastic chair as asana for Krishna. And she would take Krishna on the altar, put him on his chair and feet. So when devotees came, they saw that on her knees, she was embracing Krishna's feet, and under her arm, she was holding a Bhagavad Gita. And devotees thought that she was sleeping. So the priest then knocked the table, Mata, Mata. She would respond. Then he asked that a woman to check her body, and the Mata checked her up, and and then they realized that she had left the body. So Parsivanam means one who worships the feet. So she left this world embracing Krishna's feet and holding Bhagavad Gita, which brought her to the perfection of life. So there are additional two stories. So once the priest told one of them that once upon a time when he closed the temple at night and started going down the mountain, so he heard some screaming noise like banging of plates and dishes. And he thought that some monkey has attacked or something, but he did not go up. He was very afraid. So next morning he came up and he saw that everything was usual. Parsivanam was worshipping. He asked her, what happened yesterday? And she said, nothing. It was all good. Then he said, I heard some dishes and all. Oh, she said, oh, Narsindev, he did not like to eat. And therefore he was doing such. So the priest tells that, oh, I don't know who is she. And then she said that that Mercy told me that I would incarnate so many times here, and after 10,000 years, he would take me back to Kolaka. And one more story, Ganesha Prabhu also tells that at the beginning, there was nothing, and it was very rough, there were dangers and all. So he asked that, were there any problems? And Mataji said, no, no, no problems. Just once a cobra bit me in my leg, and that's it. And I went to Narsim Bhagwan and told, I want to serve you, but the cobra bit me. So if you want to take me, so be it. If you want me to serve me, then tell me what to do. Then he told that to wash the wound with Charnamrit, and I did that, and everything was fine. So in this way, the Spark Sevana Mataji left this world, and this is a short story of her, how she did everything. So very wonderful and interesting story. And I will just share some of the pictures of Parth and Mataji. So can you see this?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is Parth and
Yes,
Mataji.
Prabhuji.
This is how she left her body. So these are the deities, hand and all. And she in the chairs, deities are there. And she photo, and these are dolls. So this is a wonderful story of Parth and Mataji. And it brings us a lot of inspiration today's time and age to practice bhakti. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna.